Here we go. And action.
Also like to challenge everyone to try to make this the most watched video on YouTube ever. So whatever you can do, look at us. We need some help.
Saying bye again. I mean everybody's just excited for us, I guess. Yeah. My girlfriend's not too happy. Yeah.
My mom loves Europe, so anytime anyone gets to go over there, she has a small fit of excitement. So she's had 3 small fits of excitement this year. Amazing. She's really happy.
I think when we came over in the summer and did Southside and Hurricane, we were driving ourselves in a station wagon, and it was fun to drive on the Autobahn for sure, and it was helpful because we had, it's not a short distance between those 2 festivals, and we had to get from Hurricane, we played at like 9 o'clock at night, from there to play at like 11 in the morning at Southside. So it was a lot of fast driving, not much sleep, and it was just sort of a whirlwind.
Same. My craziest experience was I pushed a girl into a little pole, and she got really mad, said that people piss on it and puke on it, and she wouldn't talk to me. I don't know if she'll ever talk to me again after it. I was like, whoa, just a little pole, but it was enjoyable.
It was a lovely girl, and things were going really well between them, and then you got a little too physical.
Please save the child.
Can I explain it? Well, it's like the second. It's like Sybil 2, the second in the series of songs dedicated to that cosmic force we know as Sybil, and it sort of has these references to things that we've done in our life, like like the liqueur at the end, Italian liqueur we would have every now and then. So it's just like little references to our life, basically. It's about a couple coming to grips, an elderly couple who are coming to grips with dementia. One of the man in the couple has dementia, and it's sort of him trying to remember his life, but he can only remember fragments of it, and so that way it comes off sort of as this nonsensical thing that he's trying to put his life together, but it's like a puzzle that has all the wrong pieces, and he's trying to, it just doesn't make sense to him, but he can remember certain things. And his wife is trying to sort of cope with this man who's been her partner for 50 years, and he doesn't recognize her. So it's about her. The end sort of her accepting his dementia and just loving him for like his and continuing to love him and accepting his sort of his exit from this life to the next one.
This next one's called The Story of Benjamin Darling, Part 1. On a brig loaded with timber, headed for the North Main coast, they took on some rough seas.
There's going to be a sequel, and it's going to be stylistically different, but carry some of the same melodies. Hopefully it'll get better. I don't know. We're working on new stuff now. I think it'll go through waves, but I feel a little bit like the next record will have less, maybe a little bit more rock and less of some of the ska and reggae, because it just seems like that's some of the newer stuff we're working on. So I think, but I don't know. I mean, that could just be in the next year. I don't know where it's gonna go from there.
Did you get the invitation? The swan song of a nation.
Sally, I don't think is in As With Gladness. So maybe when the lyrics come out, maybe, I mean, it could be. I don't enunciate very well. I know that much. But Sally in Falling American Empire is Sally Simpson from. It's sort of a cross between Sally Ride, the first woman astronaut, and Sally Simpson from The Who's Tommy. And she's also like a she's also like a Heidi Fleiss type character, like running an escort service within the White House.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
What were you saying about this?
I didn't know any of that, but I like it. Have your stuff down under the microscope per se too, just to hear it played back and exactly what we were doing and how the band was meshing together. So that definitely helps a lot to see what works and what doesn't between each position. And we were spending a lot of time together, so I think that made us a little closer too.
That studio's good anytime you can go in, because like Mike said, you sort of really focus on the music, and then also working with somebody like Chad Blake gives you a different perspective on things, on music itself, the sounds. So it's a good way to grow as a band, and obviously get closer.
And make a friend. Two new friends.